guys, I am Nidishra S. Bhagalwadi, your science teacher, Sankalp Learning Solutions. In the last session, we discussed regarding the physical properties of metals, right? Today, we are going to discuss regarding the physical properties of non-metals, okay? It is quite opposite to the physical properties of metals, okay? So, the first one in the physical property of metal, we learned regarding metallic luster. So, usually the metals having a shining surface, but the non-metals will be usually dull and dark in color. So here we can write no shiny surface, dull and dark. So as you can see, the carbon and the iodine solution, okay, so these all are dull and dark, not shiny, right? The next one is we learned regarding the hardness of a metal. But when you consider the non-metals are usually not hard. Okay, so they are soft, or we can say brittle. When you break it, they will convert into powder. For example, when you consider a coal or a charcoal, a black color one, so hammer it, it will convert into a powder, or it will break soon, right? So here, uh, hardness, we can see these are not hard, these are brittle, we can say, broken down easily, and these are brittle. Okay, the next one is we learned regarding malleability, where metals are converted into thin sheets very easily, but the non-metals cannot be converted into thin sheets, nor they are converted into thin wires. So here we can say, or we can name that property as non-malleable, means cannot be converted into thin sheets. Same way, they cannot be drawn into thin wires, so we can say that non-ductile, cannot be drawn into thin wires. The next one, these non-metals will not pass heat, or will not pass the electricity. So we can say that these are poor conductors of heat and electricity. So here we can say poor, or sometimes bad conductors of heat and electricity. So these are the few properties of non-metals. Okay, so here what happens, on the basis of only physical properties, we cannot take, or we cannot say that this element is a metal or a non-metal, because we have so many exceptions in the physical properties. For example, metals are generally solids, I said. Non-metals will be present in the form of solid, liquid and gas. But metals are solids, I said. But we can see that a metal named exceptions. Okay, we know that a metal named mercury, its symbol is Hg, is liquid at room temperature. At room temperature only it is liquid. Next, we usually say metals are hard, very hard. It is very tough to break down the metal. But the metals like sodium, potassium, okay. So these are soft, and they have, usually we say the metals will be having high boiling point, but these have very low boiling point. But these have very low melting point. Okay, next. Okay, and next we say metals and non-metals. Metals will be having highest melting point, but the metals like gallium and cesium, even though if you take it in your palm, if you take these elements or these metals on the palm, they will melt. So that is why these have very low melting point, we can say. Next, non-metals are not hard, we will say. But the non-metal named carbon has many forms, has different types of forms. So out of that form, diamond is one of the form of a carbon. Diamond is an allotrope. Allotrope means forms. Okay. Diamond is an allotrope of carbon. Allotrope of carbon, which is very hard. Which is very hard. Okay. Fine. So like this, we have many other exceptions. Just a minute. Okay. Fine. The next one is, we say non-metals are poor conductors or bad conductors of electricity, but the non-metal named graphite, which is a non-metal, it is a good conductor of electricity. It is found to be the good conductor of electricity. So, what happens, by considering only the physical properties, we can't say this element or this substance as a metal and a non-metal. For this, or for make the element or for classify the element as a metal and non-metal, we need to study the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. So in the next session, we are going to deal with the chemical properties of metals. Okay. Until that, take care. Have a nice day. Bye.